Good morning, guys. So I'm doing a bit of a different video today. It is a project share. I didn't film the process of this because it's not really my idea. I actually was really inspired lately by Annie over at, I hope I'm getting her channel name correctly, doodledaisesandinkcreative. I think she has two channels. Anyway, I'm going to link her tutorial below. I didn't film the process of this because it would have taken so long and I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. But I haven't done a mini album in so long because it's so time consuming and tedious, and I just used to make them all the time, and then it got to the point where I just didn't enjoy it. But I was really inspired by her video lately. She made it look so simple. She used materials that she had in her stash. The base of this are just file folders, and I've done file folder minis before, but I don't know why it just always felt more complicated. And in her video she talks about how her video is sped up, but it's a 6-minute video, and I think it's only sped up to like twice the speed. It took me about 15 minutes to make the base of this. And that was even with like adding on some extras and tweaking some things and making it slightly different than the one that she did. But I love how simple it was. I love that she made it seem so simple, and it was a really enjoyable process. So I actually started on this last night about 6:30 and worked on it for about 2.5 hours or so intermittently last night, and then this morning I've worked on it for about 2 hours, mostly just because starting and stopping and, trying to figure out what I want to put on there. But anyway, so I'm going to take you through this and kind of show you, what I did here and there. I used a paper pad that I bought at the Joann's sale a couple of weeks ago. It was when they had their paper pads. I think they were like $7, $7.50. So this DCWV Cool Kids, I really liked it a lot. I like the color combinations and the gold, and it's just really whimsical and kind of, I don't want to say childish, but it's very cartoony, which I like. So I only used a few pages. I think I probably used 7 or 8 pages. And then here's my scraps left over from the file folders. And then you'll see I just have a few scraps left over from the papers. I tried to use up every single inch of every single piece of paper. You'll see in a little bit, like I used up all my scraps. I found a way to integrate them into the book by either using pockets or I used strips at the end. But yeah, basically I tried to use up every single piece if I could. So the cover, this is one of the journaling cards from the collection, and he is on a journaling card, and I just fussy cut him out and popped him up. These little bits here are just ephemera pieces that I had in my stash. I think these might be Maggie Holmes, but I'm not really sure, to be honest, because I've had them for so long. And then this strip here, and these are just papers from the collection. And then I just added some, I don't know if you can see, some glitter tulle that I got from Tuesday Morning. I think it was like $2, $2.50, and it's like an iridescent tulle, glitter tulle, and I only adhered it down here and then put the strip over it, and then as I started putting things here I would put tacky glue. Let me see, I just used aliens. And this is another thing too, I am almost out of my dry adhesive, which I prefer to use when sticking paper to paper. I am not a fan of using wet glue because it tends to warp. I didn't have any problems with this project because the file folders were so sturdy. So this originally was supposed to have kind of like a flap closure that would go like this. So I made the base last night and I started matting all the inside pages, and what I realized was when I was finished I had done it all backwards, and so if I had done it, it was actually supposed to, it's supposed to close this way, but I had done it so that it was this way. And so if I had turned it right side around, it would have been upside down and looked pretty silly. So I ended up just cutting this off. I think the next time that I make it, I'll obviously pay closer attention to what I'm doing. But again, it was my first time and I was just enjoying the process and putting some stuff down. I didn't make this too fancy. So you flip it open and I've got a library card pocket, and again, all papers from the collection. All the little ephemera and stickers are from other places. I just went through my stash to use what I had. Got a little tab here, and then I've got a little pocket here, and this is a journaling card, and this was just a scrap from the collection. This is a strip sticker from Maggie Holmes' sticker book. I've got 2 pages with these little flaps and I just punched them. And if you look close enough, I mean, you can see they're not perfect. The punch was trying to go through, it was one of these. The punch was trying to go through like 3 layers of paper and it was not happy about it. So on some of these, you know, it didn't even go all the way through. But if you don't look too closely, you can't tell. I fussy cut this out. It's a little felt heart and then a dimensional sticker. More cutouts or fussy cutting that I've done from a piece of paper. More fussy cutting. I cut this out on my silhouette. I like to do batch cutting on my silhouette. So every couple of weeks I'll have, you know, a pile of scraps and I'll just stick them in there and cut out words or shapes that I can use later on. And then I use this not teal, I guess it's like a mint color crepe paper throughout. And then this, I think, is a chipboard sticker from the Poolside collection. I'm not really sure. These are stickers I got at Hobby Lobby that have been in my stash forever and I didn't know what to do with them, so I just stuck them in there. Some old pom-pom trim. Another one of these flaps. I have a ton of sticker books and just stickers in general, and a lot of them are planning stickers, so I have so many like dots and labels and arrows and little icons, and I never know what to do with them. So here I just use them to just make some little polka dots. I don't know what collection this is from. This is a chipboard sticker. This is some trim that I actually got in a swap that someone sent me, and it's plastic. It's like plastic lace. It's the coolest thing ever. I originally meant to do a pocket here, but what I realized is it wasn't sticking with the tacky glue, so I had to hot glue it down, and I had to hot glue the rosette on there too, and then once I did that, there was no room to stick anything in there. So for now, it's just kind of, you know, a little embellishment. More cards. This is from the collection. Just cut it out. And I like on the back of their journaling cards, if you look at this one too, they put lined paper on the back of it, which is great, so you can just journal right on there. If you're like me and you can't really write in a straight line, it really helps. Alright, Sun and Fun, this is another one of those. I think it's from Poolside. And then this is probably, you know, my favorite piece. These are just little pieces that I fussy cut out, and then a unicorn sticker, and I put this here so that you know to lift. But this was a piece of file folder that I just added on, and I had all these strips left over from cutoffs, and so I just layered them. This was actually an idea from Danny over at, I think it's Pop Fizz Paper. I'm so bad at remembering all these names, but I'll link her below as well. She cut out the edges with like those scissors that have the designs on them, and I thought I had some right here next to me, but I don't. So she does like little zigzags, or she has some that are scalloped, and then she'll layer them, so hers look actually a lot better. But again, this was just kind of like a practice, and I was throwing it together, and I still like the way that it turned out. It would be good to kind of put a photo right there. So that is it, really. I plan on making a couple more of these because it was really fun, and it was really great at like using up a lot of paper. And I have so many paper packs, and what I want to do is just kind of start killing off those paper pads And so projects like this would do it really quickly, really easily, and they make really good gifts. So that way I'll have a bunch of them just kind of ready to go the next time, you know, somebody's having a birthday, or if I need Christmas gifts or anything like that. Simple, easy to do, and a lot of fun. So thank you, Annie, for the inspiration, and I hope you guys go and check out her channel and try this out yourself. And I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good weekend.